Welcome back to another episode of ICT Everyday. Today we're tackling the internet and networking concepts that frequently trip students during the exams. So join us to break down these complex protocols using real-life analogies that is our resident expert. Welcome. Thanks for having me. Let's demystify these core networking components so that everyone listening can secure these easy exam marks. Awesome, so let's start with some basic fundamentals. What is an IP address and what is a MAC address? How did we tell them apart? Think of a MAC address as your device physical DNA or fingerprint. It is the permanent hardware address burned directly into the network card by the manufacturer during production. Because it's hard-coded by the factory, that is exactly why the MAC address is assigned and it never changes. So it's completely unchangeable. Then what about an IP address? An IP address is a logical network location. Think of it as a temporary hotel room number. When you move your laptop to a new network, your physical location changes, meaning your IP address must change so that data packets can reach you. Well, time for checkpoint 1, IP and MAC address. Question 1, which address is permanently burned into the device hardware by the manufacturer? Question 2, true or false question. A MAC address acts as a logical network locator, while an IP address acts as a physical hardware fingerprint. Is that true or false? Brilliant. And what about domain names? Computers only communicate using numeric IP addresses, but humans prefer words. A domain name is a human-friendly website URL. The domain name system, DNS, acts like the internet phone book, translating the text URL into computer-readable IP addresses behind the scenes. Time for checkpoint 2, DNS and DHCP. Question 1, what does DHCP stand for and what is its primary function? Question 2, what network system acts like the internet's phone book by translating human-readable URLs into numeric IP addresses? Perfect clarity. Now let's jump straight into the network layouts. What is the core difference between client-server and peer-to-peer network? In a client-server network, a powerful central server manages all files, storage, user requests, and security settings for all connected client devices. In a peer-to-peer network, there is no boss. Every computer acts as the equal peer, sharing its own resources directly with others. So when it comes to the exam, what is the biggest mistake that students usually make? That's a great question. A lot of students confuse scalability with security. They always forget that client-server networks are highly secure and easily scalable for massive corporations, because everything is centralized, while peer-to-peer is incredibly cheap and easy to set up locally, but a nightmare to upgrade or secure when the network grows. Wow, great catch. So basically, the golden rule would be to remember that centralized server is the corporate security and scaling, while P2P is for cheap and quick local sharing. Exactly. To test yourself, try to answer this question. So a company needs an office network where all employees' files and cybersecurity policies are managed from a single central location. Which architecture would they choose? And what internet protocol would automatically assign IP addresses to the newest staff laptops? For checkpoint 3, the final checkpoint, network and architecture review. So question 1, why is client and server network structure preferred by large corporations over peer-to-peer alternative? Question 2, what is the main structural disadvantage of trying to expand a peer-to-peer network to hundreds of active users? Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave your answers below, and thank you for watching.